folks today would give an arm and a leg to be in the position you're in, to be at in midst of this vast pool of not just resources, but also knowledge and wisdom. If you were to talk to me about a couple of traits that led you to this position, which ones would those be?
I think if it all started with the story of motorpoles, it was one was technical and one was emotional. The technical one, which I love to tell people, is that a lot of people say, you ended up where you ended up because you were in the right place at the right time. And I say, yes, absolutely. That's the absolute correct answer, which means that you just need to put yourself in as many situations as possible for you to strike the right one. So I was always out there doing certain things, and some of them were quite embarrassing to look back on, honestly. But you never know which one is going to be the one that sort of opens that door, which is why you need to plant yourself in as many situations as possible. And the second emotional one was when you are doing something with complete heart, there is a way where people who also believe in that same cause to gravitate towards you or overlap paths with you at some point, somewhere, somehow. So I think a combination of those and motorpoles led me to where I am. But I believe that there is a sea and plethora of young individuals out there who would fulfill the position I am in just as well, if not better. So it's not really a singular thing. It's just being at the right place at the right time that led me here, and I'm appreciative of it. And I would like to use that privilege for as many positive things as possible. I'm trying my best. But it really isn't, I'm not the only one. I'm sure so many other people would have been just as much better, if not the best.
Yeah.
Given my circumstances.
You make it sound like it's super easy for anybody to do something like this. But considering what you have achieved at just the age of 31, multiple sort of programs and initiatives that are running, the lives that you're touching, it has to be one where you look back and see your choices would have been different had it not come the Tata way as well. So what is your message then to those young millennials at the moment who perhaps today, live in a world where there is no job security, there is no profession that is so-called safe or future-proof? To them who are looking at careers, looking at jobs, what is your advice?
I think, as tough as that sounds, and I'm sure it's a bit of a struggle because I work with a lot of Gen Z, especially in the senior care startup that we have. The age spectrum is between 18 to 24. So I'm exposed to them constantly. I think one of the great things that I have taken advantage of in this particular tough situation is to really choose something that gives you fulfillment. And I have seen these young folks give up on financially better off possibilities just to choose something that gives them something that aligns with their personal principles and personal values. Something that I would not have had the courage to do when I was starting off as a young engineer, for example. I went into engineering because it was safe, like you described it. A lot of my colleagues did, a lot of millennials did choose professions based on what is financially safe and what's going to create a foundation where we are not out on the street. But this generation has the courage to choose something that aligns with their personal values, that gives them a sense of fulfillment. And at the end of the day, they want to see what was the impact that was created because of what I did at my job today. And if the answer to that is not clear or is murky or is corporate wishy-washy answer, then they're just choosing to leave or not pursue that stream. And I think that's brilliant because that's how change makers get